Good morning, everybody. Happy Money Mondays and welcome. You know what? We should change the view because I'm realizing when people see it, they can't see both of us. So you
Oh, they
do stuff
can't?
and
Oh, yeah, that's a bummer. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know we'll have to change the view from like whatever it is to both because like you do stuff, but if it's silent, it just stays on me and then I laugh and I look goofy. So maybe we'll fix that this time around. Anyway, I am Belinda Ray, the Director of Strategic Partnerships here at GPCOG, here with my colleague.
Paul Johnson, I'm the Economic Development Director here at GPCOG, and I do little dance moves when Belinda is talking. That's what you guys have been missing. So,
We'll get it fixed. Yeah, so we're here to present two new opportunities to you. If you have any questions as we go through, please put them in the Q&A or the chat. It's either one, either or. We'll find them, we'll answer them. After we are done here, we send out the slides, we send out a video link. So anything we say, you don't need to be taking notes. You're going to get it all again if you want, as many times as you want, over and over. It can be Money Mondays all day long. All right, I think we are ready to start. So let me go ahead and get our screen up here and pass it over to Paul.
okay. Good morning again, everybody. Today, my topic is Innovate USA. And full disclosure, I'm trying to work on formalizing a little bit more relationship with Innovate USA. So I thought I'd give you guys a sneak peek. There's a gentleman named Dan, and I forgot his last name off the top of my head, but he is a counselor in Freeport, and he works with this organization. So this comes at his recommendation. Next slide, Belinda. Innovate US, I think I said USA, excuse me. Innovate US, it provides no cost at your own pace and live learning courses for public service professionals. So if you are a town manager or in the administration of a town, or you are a department head, they Innovate USA actually provides free training, and it is constantly changing. And some of the stuff you may not be interested in, it's a resource where there might be a few things that pique your interest. And again, free, all of it's online. So if you have a staff member who might want to be certified in, let's say, IT safety or what have you, there's a course for that. If you have somebody that's looking to, one of the things that we're doing internally for GPCOG is a lot of our public meetings now, we have AI take the minutes, right? We used to have a staff member that has to attend the meetings, and we actually have AI take the minutes, and now we have AI take the minutes, and the minutes are fantastic. You can't tell the difference. So it's little things like that. It's that type of training, and it's all free, a way to upskill or to cross skill some of your staff members. Examples of they also have just like regular webinars, and on the next slide, there's just examples of the webinars that you could sign up for today. And literally, if you kind of look at the timeline here, they bang them out pretty quick. So it's not a webinar every 3 months. There's usually every week, there's something to consider. And you can see that a lot of it is at the AI level. And lastly, on the last slide, I will say that they have Google certification. So if you guys do I know some municipalities actually do Google certifications, professional certifications. You can get them for free through Innovate US. So you actually, and these are the normal Google certifications in Excel or Google Docs or web browsing or, what have you with Google. It's a million things. And they're all free. So check it out, Innovate US. If you don't check it out, that's fine, because I am working in my capacity. I'm working on a way to make their offerings more accessible to Cumberland County. I think right now they've dealt a lot with like the state government and federal government, and now they're kind of making their way into working more with municipalities, and I'm hoping to facilitate that. So Innovate US, very easy to Google. Just check it out. It pops right up. Nonprofit, free training for you and your staff.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Paul. And we'll move right along. I want to talk about GPCOG's Resilience Corps program today. This is a program we have had since 2021, 2020, maybe 2020. And it is a partnership with the AmeriCorps and the EPA. At this point, we have now included EPA as well. And what we do is bring together AmeriCorps members at GPCOG as the Resilience Corps. And then these fellows are embedded with local governments and nonprofits to work on climate and sustainability and resilience projects in the region. So GPCOG coordinates, and we help pair AmeriCorps members who apply to work the program with good partners in the region. So this is a unique, low-cost opportunity to add capacity to your team at the municipality or at the nonprofit level. So the fellows work with your staff. They work on issues that are related to climate and resilience, sustainability, environmental justice. They gain great job experience. They make great connections, lots of professional development opportunities, learning opportunities for them. They come very skilled, but they develop more skills as they go. And they help you build your capacity. So we have a new service term. We're just finishing up a service term. The next service term will start in January of 2025 and run through November 2025, not 2 years. Typo. I'll fix that when the slides go out. So yeah, it's January to November. You can apply to be a host site, and I will talk about how that happens. It is a competitive process. We often have more people applying to be host sites than we have AmeriCorps members to embed. Sometimes an AmeriCorps member can split time between two sites. So that's a possibility to kind of stretch a little bit. But if you want an AmeriCorps member, you'll want to get in there quickly. Municipalities in Cumberland and York counties are eligible. Nonprofit organizations within that geography are eligible. And it bears repeating that you need to have programs for them to work on that are related to sustainability, climate, resilience, or environmental justice. There's a wide breadth. You know, there are a lot of things. For instance, if you are working on a complete streets policy, that is related to environment and resilience and sustainability, in that it helps make communities more walkable and reduces carbon footprint. So a lot falls under this umbrella, but it needs to be under this umbrella. This is our 2024-2025 cohort, and they have worked in many different places. As you see here, it's a big list. Worked on many different things to help people increase capacity. They do data collection and analysis. They do visualization of that. They do outreach. They create materials. They help with communications and blogging and social media. They can help recruit volunteers and coordinate them. They can project manage and do a lot of things that are related to climate, sustainability, resilience, economic, environmental justice. The ideal host site, you need to have some supervisor capacity. So the supervision is split between GPCOG and your host site. We have a program manager here who does a lot of work with the Resilience Corps members, a lot of professional development, a lot of coaching and supervision, but there needs to be someone at the host site as well. Again, the work has to be related to sustainability, climate, resilience, environmental justice. And they can't replace an employee and they can't fundraise. So those are not tasks you can get a member to do. They do a lot of carrying, I noticed as I was going through their pictures, but that is not a program requirement. You don't have to have things for them to carry. Okay. Key features, as I said, the next term runs from January to December of 2025. Obviously, I have to fix that slide. I didn't update it. Cost share here, there is a fee to be a host site. It's on a sliding scale based on your community size. When we are going through applications for host sites, the priority will be to host sites that have a clear scope of work. They know what it is they want to bring in a fellow to do, and they have a supervisor who can work with the fellow. And of course, that the work is in the right set of priorities. This is a pretty easy one. I have a difficulty of 2 here. The application is very straightforward. It's an online fillable form. There are a few longish questions, so you'll want to figure out what that scope of work is and what impact you think it will have before you start the application, but nothing here is perplexing. The applications are available now and they are due by September 20th. So you can get in there and get working on your application. You can find out more by going to our Resilience Corps page. Here's a link to the host site application. You can certainly just open up that form and look through it and start preparing your answers. And if you have any questions, you want to contact Julia Brule, who is our Resilience Program Manager. So it's an excellent program. And I'm just going to say one more thing. I know a lot of times when people are thinking about, getting an AmeriCorps member, you think of them like an intern a little bit. And sometimes people think, it's more work to manage someone than it is I'll just do it all myself, do it without them, whatever. I just want to say I have worked with a lot of these AmeriCorps members, and they are really talented and enthusiastic people who will up your game. You might put in a little work in your onboarding, but then they're going to give you so much back. It is really, really worth it. So I encourage people to get in there and get involved. And I will also, one more thing. I'll say a lot of these AmeriCorps members, the Resilience Corps Fellows, a lot of them wind up getting offered jobs at their placements or at other placements nearby with people they've worked with. So that's a testament to how valuable they are. And I will stop there gushing about this program, but just encourage you to get in there and fill out an application and work with this program. So that's what I have today. Paul, anything you'd like to add?
Nope, I just echo what you said about the AmeriCorps Fellows. I've been in plenty of staff meetings where they produce something, and I think to myself, well, that's a lot better than what I could have done. So
yeah, they'll add capacity and they'll make you look good.
Yeah. Well, time is money, and we're going to give you 3 minutes back because it's Money Mondays. So with that, thank you everybody for joining. We'll see you next Monday. Tell all your friends.